Welcome to another episode of the Metal Queens podcast. I'm Steve Richards. This is the podcast where power meets vulnerability, distortion meets depth, and women in heavy music tell the stories behind their sound. Today, we are traveling to Athens, Greece to meet a band that bends genre and emotion into something very cinematic and unforgettable, too. P Minor is a post alternative ambient rock band blending electric textures with classical string arrangements, creating a sonic landscape that feels both intimate and very epic, too. They've got 3 EPs out. The latest one, Repeat the Trauma, came out last year, and they've carved a sound that is atmospheric, emotionally raw, and beautifully haunting. At the center of it all is Paraskevi. Welcome to the Metal Queens podcast.
Thank you for having me. Welcome from Athens. Hello.
Yes, it's great to have you. So, Paraskevi, take us back to late 2018 in Athens. What was happening in your life when P Minor was born?
Well, I will have to take you 2 years before that, in about 2016, when me and four other members formed a band called Minor Protest. We were all participating in different projects, but we all thought that something was missing. So we came together to experiment first in covers, but we were very certain about the sound that we wanted to form. We wanted to be dark, cinematic, sentimental. And for about 2 years, we did that. But there was a time that was not enough. We had to create our own music. So in 2018 was the starting of our own material. So it was like P Minor was born in 2018. So the 2 years was some kind of a preparation. And for us, the beginning is in 2018. P Minor was born there.
So, why the name P Minor? Where did that come from? What does it mean to you personally?
Okay. P minor was influenced by the previous name, Minor Protest. So P stands for protest. But at the same time, my name starts from P. So it was a very good combination. And as far as minor is concerned, we really love minor scaled music. So we couldn't think of a better name than that. It's some kind of a minor scale, but there's no such thing as a P minor scale.
Mm.
So we created our own minor scale as the name of our band.
I want to talk to you about your voice a little bit. It's
Okay.
very, your delivery is very intimate, almost like you're whispering secrets to the listener. Do you write from
Mhm.
personal experience?
Only,
Yeah.
only from personal experience. It's like I feel like I'm creating the soundtrack of my life. It may be something I saw, something I thought about, a conversation from a friend, a loss of mine, a love of mine. Uh, it all has to come from inside. As you can see, even though we are together for about 8 years, we're not very productive, and that's it because if there's no reason for me to write, I can't do it as a job. It has to be a need from inside to come out. That's why, yes, everything more or less describes um, part of my life.
Your music blends electric rock with cello and cinematic textures too. When did you realize that blending classical elements with modern rock was your sound?
I think it was from the first time. Stavros is the name of our cello player, was from day one of P minor. The first 2 years we tried to have keys in the band, but it didn't work out the way we wanted. We're very certain about the fact that we wanted to create an ambient atmosphere, a cinematic atmosphere, to to be sentimental and dynamic at the same time. And Stavros has the ability, he's a very experienced player, has the ability to create this atmosphere. It was the only option for us, and it was some kind of a trademark. We it helped us create a trademark sound.
Your latest EP is Repeat the Trauma. That title alone, Repeat the Trauma, is very powerful. What does it mean to you?
Well, as I previously said, it's all about personal experience.
Yeah.
And Repeat the Trauma has to do with reviving the traumas of our childhood through our choices as adults. Many times, what we do and what we don't do, what we choose to keep or let go, has everything to do with reviving traumas from our childhood. It has to do with dealing with loss, the stages of grief, and trying to move on from all that and not repeat the same trauma.
The same trauma. Yeah. As a woman fronting a genre that blends ambient rock and emotional intensity, have you faced expectations on how you should sound ever?
Well, I know I don't sound very rock.
Mm.
And I'm really okay with that. And no, I never had that dilemma. Um, the way I write, because I write music and lyrics for the band, the way I write, the way I compose, and the way I sing is who I am. So it was very obvious and certain for me that this is the way I should go. Because if I tried to um, create a sound that's more representative of rock or metal, I wouldn't be myself. So that's something that we're really proud of. Even though I'm the lead singer, all our pieces don't have me in front of the band, but I'm blending with the band. We're all equal, and that's something I really like as a team player.
Now, you have a cello in the lineup, as we mentioned earlier. That's not
Yes.
typical in post-alternative rock. How does that
Mhm.
instrument shape the emotional weight of the music in your band?
Well, Stavros manages to do both jobs when needed. There are times that the song requires for him to be a leader uh, instrument and take parts of the melody. But there are times that he has to lay back and create the atmosphere along with the bass, the drum and bass section. And this combination, whenever needed, is I think it's the magic trick that makes each song sound differently, but under the same umbrella, as under the same aesthetics.
What's the creative process like in P minor? You mentioned earlier that you write the lyrics. Do your songs start with a lyric, a riff, or atmosphere?
Well, there's no specific recipe to follow. Usually, music comes first. There are some other songs that I had written the lyrics at some point and the music at some other point, and somehow they combined in a very fluent and natural way. There are times that I walk on the street and I think of lyrics and I write it down, and afterwards I find the music. I have no specific recipe. As far as the atmosphere is concerned, I think that this has to do with the arrangements. When I take the idea to the band, singing it with my guitar, because that's how I compose my electric acoustic guitar and my melody singing. each one of them put his part in order to create the atmosphere that we have decided that we want to be representative for us. I couldn't do it by myself. They couldn't do it without me. So we're all one.
Mm. You have performed at venues across Athens. Um, I want to give a little shout out to our friend Stevel at Angels Promotion, who's a great guy. And we've been promoting the Ladies of Metal Fest coming up in April
Mhm.
in
I know.
Athens. And my question is, what is the Athens music scene like?
Well, there are many, many, many bands in Athens with both Greek and English lyrics. I have to say there are not so many venues though. There are other very big venues that's very difficult to fill, or bars that gigs take place, but there you may have problems with the sound because they're not set up for live performances. And we Greeks, we love Greek language. So the Greek audience really prefers uh, Greek language rock bands.
Mm,
And the thing is that there are many English speaking rock bands from Greece that are more known in Europe or other states
mm.
than Athens or Greece in general. It's more common to hear about Greek bands performing live outside Greece than in Greece.
Is there something uniquely Greek that influences your sound?
Well, I believe so. It's first of all, we really pay attention to lyrics as much as music. In Greek music, lyrics are as much as important as music. So I think that this influences me when I write the lyrics. They have to have um, an emotional weight. It's part of our sound. Words are part of our sound. The one thing is that, and the other is because of our influences from our traditional music. I usually modes. I use modes in not only typical Western scales. So we use modes coming from our traditional music subconsciously, not on purpose. I think this is the influence from our Greek music.
What
And
is
maybe there will be a time that we may try with Greek lyrics also. I don't know.
mm,
Anything is possible.
what does success mean to you? Is it how many streams you get, a connection, or something else?
Well, I would be lying if I say that I don't care about our music being conveyed and communicated and have streams and be acceptable. But I think that what is more important for us, because we're not under any label, we're independent, and that means that we're fighting on our own. Um, I think that what success means to us in first level is to get people to hear from with their heart
Mm.
instead, and not only their ears, and find this music healing for them as it is for us, since it talks about um, life itself, love, loss, relations, loneliness, the relationship we have with ourselves. So if someone listens to this music, listens to the lyrics, and finds himself in something um, in our songs, that's really very important for us. And we really hope to communicate our music as much as possible through lives, basically in Athens or in other cities in Greece. Uh, we can't think so high as going abroad yet, but you never know.
Mm. So Repeat the Trauma is out now. So what is next for a P Minor for the rest of this year? More new music you working on? How about some tour dates?
We are trying to play as many gigs as possible in order to promote our EP for now. New stuff is always waiting to be
Mm.
processed, but now we're trying to focus on the EP we're just released, and I believe that after the summer we will start on working on our new material.
What do you do when you're not doing music?
Well, my favorite place to be is the sea. I want to be the sea. I want to see the sea. I want to swim in the sea. I want to do everything that has to do with the sea. So I should say that music and the sea is my two lungs.
Mm. And I always ask Greek artists this, your favorite Greek food?
My favorite Greek food. Okay, I don't eat meat, so I would say any kind of pies. Have you ever tried spinach pie or
I
cheese
love,
pie?
my favorite is spanakopita.
Okay, so any kind of pie is my favorite.
Yes.
I come from a place in Greece, in northern Greece, that pies is a very common food. So I really love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Love a good spanakopita. All right, Paraskevi from P Minor. They
Yes.
have their EP out right now. It is Repeat the Trauma. Check that out. Stream all of their music too. And check out some of their earlier stuff too, like Silent Light, Scream, and their
Yes.
debut EP,
Hmm.
which was titled P Minor. And follow them on social media too for updates on more new music and some upcoming tour dates as well this year.
Okay.
Paraskevi, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to the Metal Queens podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Steve Richards. Thank you for watching and for listening.